Thomas Wooden Railway at its peak was very consistent with how they designed each toy. Sometimes an item gets redesigned to quote-unquote make them look better. However, a lot of the times, the redesign ends up looking way worse than the original. Today we will be looking at the top 5 worst Thomas Wooden Railway redesigns, in my opinion. By the way, I'm not putting any Thomas Wood items on this list because honestly, that's kinda cheating, but anything from 1992 to 2017 is fair game. Oh, by the way, only a small percent of my viewers are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you like these videos and you're new, hit that subscribe button to see more of this dumb shit. Also, make sure to like the video so I can get that extra serotonin. Kicking off the list at number 5, we have Birdie the Bust. This is what he looked like when he was first released in 1994. He looks good, right? Yeah, I would say so. Well, unfortunately, some parents didn't. You see that guy right there? He's smoking! So in 2002, Learning Curve removed all the passengers. Why? Couldn't they just remove the one guy and replace him with someone else?
My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that?
They also gave him a magnet. He doesn't pull anything! Next up, we have number 4, which is going to the Tidmouth Timber Yard. This set is just a crappy version of the Sawmill and Dumping Depot, which was only discontinued a few years prior. Compared to the Dumping Depot, the Tidmouth Timber Yard is smaller, cheaper looking, and not gonna lie, kinda ugly. It also at the same time looks too modern. Like Thomas and Friends is supposed to take place in like the 50s and 60s, right? This, however, this looks like something that would be on Sodor. Give this to a kid and they'll be very happy. Give this to a kid and they'll cry. Believe it or not, the Sawmill and Dumping Depot was actually sold for longer than the Tidmouth. What the f***? Tidmouth. It was sold for longer than the Tidmouth Timber Yard. So I guess it didn't sell very well.
Serves you right.
Moving right along, for number 3 we have Bolstrode, the fan favorite grumpy barge. Bolstrode was available for a multitude of years, starting in 2002, and this was what he originally looked like. He has his classic shocked expression taken from the famous scene in Special Attraction, where Percy waterboards him with some trucks, and he dies. What? Okay, he doesn't die, but we don't ever see him again, so let's just pretend he did. Let's just pretend he did! This model of Bolstrode is pretty accurate to the TV series, and it's one of the many items that I love, but I don't have. I want it. But instead I have this wood version, which to be honest, isn't terrible. It's still a huge step down, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as this monstrosity.
What the hell is even that?
This is the 2013 Bolstrode, which was exclusively released in the Brendan Bay Shipping Company set. This is by far the ugliest Bolstrode toy I have ever seen. And not just in the Wooden Railway line, I'm talking all ranges. From Tommy to Ertl, this thing is disgusting. It has an abysmal, fake, happy for some reason, CGI face. I say fake because again, Bolstrode hasn't appeared in the series since season 4, leave. Also, the face isn't even plastic, it's printed on like a freaking custom. And just look at the size of him, he's tiny. He can maybe fit one package on him and then sink.
I'm sinking.
Alright, for number 2, we have an item from the Tommy era, aka the ugly CGI face era. Now, obviously, I can pick only one. So which one did I pick? Diesel 10. Oh my god! Not only is his face ugly, but he's also smiling. You know, the thing that he never does. And yes, I know that the previous version of Diesel 10 had him smiling, but he was smiling in a devious way, because he's an evil character. But here, this is just a genuine looking smile, you know, that an engine like Thomas or Percy would give. And sure, Diesel 10 was toned down after Magic Railroad, but in Day of the Diesels he was still evil, which by the way came out the same year Tommy did this change. Yeah, I don't get it either. Okay, for number 1, we have... I don't want to talk about this item. Well, here goes. You're probably going to see where this is going as soon as I say what character it is. So, Rheneas was sold for a period of time like this. Very nice. Very nice. And then they made this. Why? Why did they do this? Why did they think this was a good idea? What sick freaks at Learning Curve gave the okay to this? Did the Beatles give them LSD?
What?
There are so many things wrong with this toy. White wheels, Sir Handel's face, smaller funnel. This item makes me want to projectile vomit over a balcony. The fact that this version was in stores for almost 8 years makes me shiver. This version of Rheneas was on store shelves longer than this version. So what did we learn today? If it ain't broke, don't fix it!
What in tarnations?